I deleted every nude that I had in my phone.
Let's talk about that, because you told me that you got rid of your entire cache of everything.
I had to sit there for hours and like highlight all of the select.
Was
there
ever a time when you're like,
delete.
I kind of want to keep this one? Nah, I gotta go.
I just had to do it in chunks. It was a strong, overwhelming feeling that I felt like that I just knew that I had to do that.
To me, it's like a scrapbook, you know, like I earned these nudes, you know what I mean? And I don't look at them every day, but maybe when I'm 60, I'll want to jerk off to them. I don't know.
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin.
Yep. All right, Diamond Cut, I hope I did this right, man. You ready?
I'm ready, baby. Cheers.
Cheers. Nice reunion. Welcome back to Chicago. Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast, the Strategy and Dolo show. As always, very special guest. The man himself has arrived.
Here we are.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready as I'm ever going to be. It feels a little different in here now. I like it, though. It's an upgrade. It's good.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
It's not as thrown together, mishmash, sort of like home studio.
We did some trial and error work over the years.
We've done some things in here.
Yeah. Well, yes, that's a fact.
You remember when we were shooting dice in here when I first moved in with fucking Bree and
the
fat Mexican chick?
Sex dice. Not just shooting dice. We were trying to get some loving. Didn't really work. I mean, I think we probably got to see some boobs out of it.
Yeah, I mean that's the best. That's the best you could ask for.
It's probably better than sex, really.
It really is. There's no risk of transmitting anything, creating life. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Just see some titties, man.
Yeah, see some titties.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I miss seeing titties, but my life now outweighs that by eons.
For sure. But you miss seeing some titties. It's okay.
Bit.
You can see them online.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not really the same, but here's the thing. As another person who's married now too, it's all right because I think we've seen enough titties.
Well, that's what I hit my threshold.
There's definitely a threshold where when it gets to the point where you look at a tit and you're just kind of like unfazed, it's really not fun anymore.
It takes the fun out of it, for sure. Yeah.
So
just rips the life right out of it. We don't have Diamond Cut here today, so who knows what could happen. Things could go completely off the rails is what I'm hoping for, but this is for him. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, drop a little comment, algorithm activating activity. That's what we like to see here. Doing it right at the top for my boy Diamond Cut. Merry Christmas, brother. We'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas, Diamond Cut. Is he out of town or what?
He works today.
Okay. Gotcha.
He works his real job.
All right,
he's not over here playing producer.
Not
for
the
me.
one that he does for free.
No, he gets paid.
Yeah,
the kids, he's getting paid. I'm gonna have to start. You know, my accountant's telling me to 1099 the kid.
Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
He's gonna have to start paying taxes. I didn't tell him yet, but
now he knows.
Now he knows.
Well, all right.
When he goes through editing, he's gonna cut this out so it's not in there anymore.
Yeah,
you can see it.
So, how's being back in Chicago? Feels good, huh?
It feels pretty good. Honestly,
you're kind of in Indiana.
As I was going to say, when I first came in, I'm staying with my girl's house, or her parents' house, which is in Indiana. So it's 20, 30 minutes out, but it doesn't really feel like Chicago. Until I got back here, I'm on Dan Ryan, sitting in traffic, looking at the scenery. Then the memories start coming back. Yeah. Then the energy starts filling up. You know that energy that the city gives you.
Oh yeah,
it's something you can't replace, man.
It's nice.
It's nice. So the last hour has been nice.
It's been good.
So far, so good.
What are you? You got any plans? Obviously, you did the holiday thing the last 2 days or one day, however long you've been here.
We celebrate Christmas Eve and Christmas Day actually.
Okay.
So, drinking and then more drinking on Christmas Day.
Eggnog?
And now drinking on the day after.
Spiked eggnog or what?
No, we don't do the eggnog. I don't do the eggnog.
Is that white people shit?
That's white people shit.
Okay.
I'm on the coquito.
What is that?
That's the Puerto Rican eggnog.
Puerto Rican? I thought Mexicans hate Puerto Ricans. I thought there was like a strong rivalry.
Luckily,
there.
I'm neither, so I can I can choose a side. No, I Mexicans drink coquito too. I mean, it's everybody like knows somebody who has like a Puerto Rican uncle who's like the plug who makes their uncle coquito.
Okay.
And then you drink it, and it's good. Though I missed the train on that this year, but normally that's the tradition.
Oh, okay.
So we just drink tequila. And
are you doing Chicago shit for today until your flight leaves, or what?
Yeah, that's
you
what I like
food?
to do.
You going to Pilsen to get some
what I like to-
tacos?
okay, so when I first got in, the plan was to go to the Kris Kringle market because they ended on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But then my fucking flight got delayed. 8 hours, fucking circling. I had to fucking go to St. Louis, get gas, and it fucked up my whole schedule. So I didn't get to do any of that shit. So I'm hoping to do something in the city today. But, I got to get my girl out here and the kid.
Go pick her up.
Yeah. Well, maybe have her drive out here.
Yeah, you got to get your daughter some sort of Chicago tradition, right?
For
you
sure.
gotta give
should
her,
take her to the
show
club.
her somewhere, take her to the club.
That's
You
a
could do
Chicago
that.
tradition, right?
That is, yeah. That's our tradition.
What is your first after hours, sweetheart? What do you think? Some guy just threw up on me in the bathroom. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. What do you? What about like the Sears Tower or something? She could stand on the glass.
That shit's lame. Like, to me, that doesn't. No.
I mean, it's lame to you because you've done it, you've seen it.
But
it's a
even when I
thing.
did it, I felt like this is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
like
but for a young kid, it's
is it?
memorable.
I
I
guess.
feel like it's something I remember. I'd be like, yeah.
Did you do it as a kid?
No, I don't think they had that when I was a kid. When we were little,
you
I
could
don't.
still go up there, but they didn't have the fucking.
They didn't have the
lean
glass
over.
thing.
The
yeah.
glass thing is kind of cool. Maybe I'll take her to that. I don't know. She'll probably be fucking scarred for life after she sees that.
Traumatic
Afraid of heights
experience.
Yeah, who knows? But so, is the cat out the bag about your brother's?
Yeah, I think I've talked about.
talked
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna
it?
be an uncle. Yeah, I definitely talked about it because
Do you
Heavy
have-
asked me what kind of uncle I was gonna be, and I was like, "There's only two choices. Like, you're either the funkle or you're like a predatory." You're like,
So we don't let him be around the child by himself. Yeah, no, I would hope you're the first.
go. No, everyone strives to be the funkle.
Yeah. I could see you being a funkle.
I'm a funkle.
You know,
Yeah.
what kind of? Give me some inspo here. What do you have a checklist? You're a big list guy. Did you already put together a list of things you want to do as a funkle?
I don't have enough knowledge of kids to even come up with enough things to fill a list. Like I'm going in blind here.
Yeah.
I'm going in, I'm seeing what can even comprise a list. You know what I mean?
Like
I don't know
Lincoln
anything
Park
about
Zoo.
kids.
I think my son, right? My son, I would take him out and do things when he was a kid. The Lincoln Park Zoo, I remember, was being cool. The zoo lights, right? Shit like that.
Yeah.
But I think after Christmas, before New Year's Eve, there's really nothing. Everybody's just like fucking either gearing up for New Year's or fucking, nursing a hangover from Christmas.
Yeah. Well, she's due May 31st.
Oh, you got time.
We got some time. About 5 months. She's 4 months in.
That's awesome.
I got some time. I do. My girl's my girl's brother has 3 kids. So she's got 2 nieces and a nephew, 3 under 3.
Oh,
so
that's perfect.
We did Christmas Eve over there. I'm warming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to hold a baby even.
Yeah.
How to
not kill it.
Yeah.
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 It's important.
Just how to compose myself even around children. I
You
don't
were
know.
always a
Before
little
I was
weird.
like I don't know what I'm doing. What can I say in front of them?
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you play with them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's foreign. Because I can remember when you were around my daughter, and I for a second was wondering if maybe you were the second kind of uncle because you were really uncomfortable around my child. But now this makes sense, and I feel.
I've never been around kids. I've never had a younger, like my youngest cousin's like 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it shows. But that's good that you're learning. Have you guys talked about potentially having children one day?
I definitely want to have kids. Yeah.
I know, but how far out? What do you think? Do you got a timeline?
Well, we haven't even gotten in our first fight yet.
Okay.
So I can't get her pregnant without even knowing how she's going to react in an altercation with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the altercations steam up. They get a little bit more heated when they're pregnant.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I'm waiting on that. I think 2 years.
Okay.
I think she's going to be 30 in March. I don't
don't
want her
want the eggs to
biological
expire.
clock.
Yeah.
I don't want it to go too far. I think 32, she'll still be all right.
Yeah. And you'll be 36.
I'll be 36.
You don't want to get too old to not be able to keep up with the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I'll be on testosterone by the time I'm like 43 or something. I got to play baseball with the kid or whatever.
Have you ever tried a test booster?
No.
Not even when like working out or nothing like that?
No, because I would have to test my testosterone first to see my levels.
You're not ready to see.
Well, I don't even know that it's a factor at this moment. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you'd feel that. Things would you'd be like, what's wrong with me? Let me go find out what's wrong with me.
As a friend.
Yeah.
Walking through your house, seeing all the fucking love, live posters everywhere, I could tell you your testosterone's definitely dropping.
You think I'm low T right now?
You're definitely low T, my boy.
Am I low T or am I just in love? Or do they go hand in hand? Am I in love because my testosterone has dropped so low that it has allowed me to love a woman?
You might be onto something there. And I think in that case, it might not be the worst thing. Yeah. But there's definitely a change in the atmosphere for the better. You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of having a giant dildo strapped to your fucking refrigerator, you have a picture of your girlfriend and yourself. Yeah. A Navy pier. Every
like couple weeks or something, there'll be something that she's in here and she's like, can we get rid of like the balls deep sticker on the fridge?
Not the balls deep sticker.
You know, she's like,
you're supporting your friend's business.
She's like, how about maybe we'll, put the porn flakes in the closet or something. It's like slowly but surely
porn flakes are gone. I didn't even notice. Yeah, she's prepping. She's nesting is what they say.
Yeah, well, she's supposed to move in March when her lease is up.
All right, good.
I'm excited. I've never lived with a woman.
It's good.
I'm excited.
It's good. I like it.
I'm real excited.
Prefer it.
We know you prefer it.
Yeah. I'm like 1 week in. I'm like, yeah. She's got to move
everything over.
She's got to ride her truck out front. Give me a hand here. Yeah, I don't know. Not that I get lonely by myself, but like, no, it's nice to have someone around.
It gets lonely.
Yeah.
I think the older you get, the more you start to realize how lonely it truly does get.
Once you watch everything on Netflix, you've jerked off to every porn, you need somebody to talk to.
There's nothing lonelier than coming home after a night out, surrounded by people. You're the center of energy. You're moving this entire room full of people and doing all this shit, and then the lights come on, it's over, you go home and there's just no one there, nothing to do.
Your ears are ringing.
I did 3 years of that in Houston.
It's tough. Oh yeah, that's tough. Right. Houston was kind of like, that had to be a life-changing event, for 100%. Better or for worse. I think this transformation, you coming out of it, I think that's probably because you like
hit rock bottom.
Yeah, you hit rock bottom. I wanted to find a better way to put it.
Rock bottom.
But you seem a lot happier. You seem to have more energy, a little pep in your step, and that's good. So I guess in that aspect, it did its purpose.
I think it was for there was definitely a purpose. It sucked for a while, for the most part, but I think it was worth it.
For sure.
I needed it.
Are you ready to return to the Lone Star State?
I literally, like, when I was leaving, I told everyone, like, I'm coming back once a month. I'll be back once. And I was just lying right to their faces. I looked everybody dead in the eyes and just lied.
It's like what they told us on March 13th, 2020. They're like, we're going to be open next week. And I'm like, we're not going to be open next week. Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least you were nice. You let them down easy instead of being like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
No, I did. I had the No Good Boys were here recently, the beginning of the month, actually.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, I got sick like the second day they were here. Just probably the worst trip for them, bro. They were just here. I'm just dead in my room. Can't show them anything. Can't take them around. They were sleeping on my couch.
Oh, and did you get them sick too?
I didn't get them sick. I was literally just in my room sleeping. I'm like, I can't move. I can't do anything. I just need to sleep. It was terrible.
You couldn't send them with like a guide to show them around the city or anything?
Well, they did hang out with Apollo. They went to the studio, made some music. They got a few things done, but I feel bad. But they just hit me up about doing a St. Patty's Day thing in Houston with them. They're putting together like a show and stuff. So nice. I think I'll be back in March.
Okay, cool. Yeah, right when it's still not too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not excited yet. I'm getting excited. How is Houston? Tell me about it. I wore my Bottle Blonde hat because we have the longest lasting Bottle Blonde employee on the pod today.
Yeah. There's a couple of us, but yeah, I'm one of them.
It's you. Like, you are that guy.
I mean,
did you ever think that you would outlast everybody else in the company?
No, because honestly, when they first opened, I was just like in the pool. Like you were supposed to be the entertainment director, you or Rock City, right? And then Rock City got it. I wasn't even on the chart for that.
Oh, you mean in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm talking when before they even opened.
Yeah.
And then, I just fucking nudged on in there and,
You hung on.
I hung on. And we're going,
Nice.
It's a rocky market.
They still cooking crawfish in the parking lot or what?
Fuck no. God, that was the worst shit ever, bro. I remember I was like, tell management, I'm like, bro, why is there a guy with a fucking cardboard sign selling rotten crawfish? And it really was fucking disgusting. It was like, if it was good crawfish, do your thing, get your hustle on. But this guy was like a homeless guy who found some fucking leftover crawfish and trying to hustle it. And they didn't have the heart to fucking tell him not to do it in the parking lot of a nightclub? That's crazy.
Things got a little weird over there.
Eventually, they called the police on him and he was removed. But yeah, other than that, everything's, it's going. It's going.
It's going well, huh?
Well, it's going.
It's going. What's up with Washington Ave? How's it looking over there?
It's making its shift. The polar the poles have shifted. The
Everyone's
whites
still going
have
to the
migrated
heights.
to the heights.
I don't know that the whites were ever on Washington. I don't know that we saw that. I think we came after them. We've only heard that there were white people on Washington Avenue.
Well, they're definitely not there anymore, which is, that's fine. But, I don't know how to put it in a nice way. They want the music format. The fucking, the story. It's
same old story.
It's the same old story. If we play this, then I'm not the fucking Pied Piper.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we've always been on the same page with this. It's like the music that you have inside of the venue is not like drawing the crowd from the outside. You can
it's keep them. You can retain them once they're in, but no one's hearing it from a block away saying, fucking antennas up, walking over to the club.
The 808s are calling them.
Exactly. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But as a DJ, your job should be to facilitate entertainment and keep the energy up and keep the people from walking out the door.
You know what? So I'm at Hefe on Friday nights now.
How is that? How is that still open?
Did
they do a remodel? I heard years ago they were going to do a remodel.
They're still supposed to be doing a remodel, rebrand even. I think they're going to change.
The same posters up, the same tatted up.
They have the same decor and everything. But I will say this. I was fully expecting to go in there and it be what you would expect of like a nightlife establishment that's on its last leg, right? Like ripped up upholstery, not upkept whatsoever, smelly,
milking out,
broken, starbursts on the faders of the mixer, all that. It is none of that. Really? Everything was very well maintained. The audio sounds good. The speakers, the sound system, the equipment is fantastic. Like, I have nothing but good things to say about that place in terms of that.
Yeah.
But I think Hubbard Street as a whole, especially in that area, like between State and Dearborn, it's not what it used to be.
Well, I remember the kid walking down the street getting attacked and fucking mugged and
in front of 7-Eleven.
Yeah. I was like, it doesn't seem like the same Hubbard Street.
It's not the same, but I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like Washington Ave because there are people on the street, but it's like enough people to fill one room nicely. And if you don't hold them, they're going to the next spot. They're going across the street to Barstool. It's like,
it can be like something to like get you on your toes.
Yes, that's what it feels like. It's like if you're doing well enough and you're holding the crowd, then the next 10 people that come in build the layer, and you hold them, and the next 10 people that come in build the layer, and you could have a good night, and it could get fun in there.
You're right. That's exactly what Washington Street is right now, and it's like it's scary because in the beginning it'll be real dead, and you'll be like, "Fuck, man, this is gonna suck." But then if you're doing your job, it progresses, and then by like 1 o'clock, 12:30, it's fucking cracking, and you're like, you feel accomplished because you're like, oh, everybody else on the block was dead. So then you're like, okay, good, we're doing something right. Yeah,
it really reminds me of that, and I think I would assume that that's just the times of any city. There's probably that same area of any city that used to be popping, but now it's kind of like that. You're fighting all the other DJs on the block to try and hold the best party on the street.
Yeah.
And
the strong survive.
Only the strong will survive. Yeah, it tests you, and I need that. I think
for sure, keep you on your toes.
Yeah,
because it does kind of get into an autopilot stage when it's just constantly busy, and Are you? Obviously, the music format is a little different, even if you were just to play rap to rap, right?
Yeah.
What are you playing? What records are you playing that you're getting a response out of here in Chicago that you didn't get back in Houston?
Well, I'll say this. I'm more comfortable playing the corny shit here than I was in Houston.
Okay, because
Houston seems a little bit more ghetto.
not in a bad way, but the culture.
It's just the culture is
Yeah.
like, it's just more of like a hood place that I'm more embarrassed to play Justin Bieber in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And also, I never really felt like I fit in there. So I needed to do what made me comfortable
Yeah,
to be comfortable.
yeah,
I can sort of be uncomfortable here and still be comfortable because I don't care as much. Like, I'm from here. I've been doing this here. Suck my dick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't care.
yeah, and that's when the best sets come out
Yeah.
because you're not holding yourself back.
Yeah.
It also probably has something to do with your testosterone levels dropping.
My T is a little low.
so
So,
now you can play Justin Bieber and Joel. Yeah,
yeah.
That's good. It's good.
And it's fun because, like, you can sort of make fun of them here, I feel like, you know? Like, the way that you would play something that you love and have the confidence to play it, and that comes through.
yeah,
You're like, if you love Justin Bieber and you play it and you like, that's your shit, you're having the best time in the world playing it.
yeah,
But I can play it here and be like, I know there's some believers in here.
Yeah.
Like, come on, I see y'all out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We're
Stop
the
acting-
believe. Yeah.
stop
You know what I
pretending.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
cool.
don't love it, but it does feel good to get the crowd going
I will
no matter
say
what.
I saw
So,
a video online of you dancing with your lady to Justin Bieber's Baby, and it seemed like you kind of liked it.
well, I think that was Halloween when I was Justin Bieber for Halloween.
Was that Halloween?
I think
It was
so.
sometime around there. Okay,
I think so.
I'll give you that.
She made
You
me.
did a little slow dance and a spin. I haven't seen that move from you in a while.
We did
That
the
used to be
couples
your-
costume thing. She was Hailey Bieber. I was Justin Bieber.
I saw it.
I did a whole Bieber set.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were committed to your character. You were
Oh,
a
yeah.
method actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hammered too. That helps.
Alcohol always helps. Cheers. So what about like the records that I would enjoy playing in Chicago that I can't play anymore, like a Cameron set or like public service announcement? Do those still ring bells here, or is this new generation not with it?
There's so many young kids in the club that like they don't
even
know it.
Yeah,
They don't know it.
and that's okay. I'm willing to put some of those records to rest.
I think you got to.
got to,
Like,
unfortunately.
even Mario Let Me Love You. It's like it splits the room 50-50.
You're right.
It's that old at this
Luckily,
point.
I still have my Thursday night throwback party that I get to play all that stuff, so I don't feel deprived because I'm playing. But I'm also playing it for people in their 40s, which is its own battle. It feels a little.
Why?
No, it just feels like I'm like, you know, like when you play a record that you love, and then you see the only people really rocking with it are the really old people. It's almost like a mirror. You're looking at yourself and you're like, "Fuck, am I that person?" So I try and find throwbacks that keep me young.
That's hilarious.
But I will say, I would like to play Chicago at least once to just kind of like to see what's going on, just to see, because like
You
gotta
have
think
to.
it's been 3 years really since I played here. I mean, I played like once or twice in between, but 3 years. So there's people that are probably 22 that feel like they run the nightlife scene that weren't even old enough to drink last time I played here.
Right.
So it's a whole different market in a sense. But I think I would want to do like some cool shit. Like I would like to get into the West Loop or maybe like Blind Barber, somewhere where I could still like get creative. Have you played Blind Barber?
No, but
I did it once before we left, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure. What were you playing? Like good hip
Bro,
hop?
everything from like the K-Tronada shit to like old school fucking soul to hip hop, like East Coast shit, whatever. It was great. It was incredible. Shout out Will Gavin, homeboy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's still over there, but at that time he was.
There's a couple spots like that now. Like I think nights and weekends you can play some cool shit. I've been in there and heard good music.
What about like Bodega? What are they playing over there?
Bodega in the West Loop.
Yeah.
It's more of like nightclub.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, the
What-
room is small enough to where you can play cool shit, and like as long as you got the crowd, they'll accept that because they know, you know what I mean? You know, they know your pattern by this point. They know you're gonna play stuff they like, even if you're playing something that you love that they don't know.
Yeah.
they'll rock with it and wait because they know that the shit that they like's coming.
Yeah, I feel like when like Mr. Best used to come around a lot, he was kind of like that. When I would hear him play, I'd be like, oh, I'm not really feeling this 80s shit, but like I know he's gonna be out of it in 10 minutes and go into some other shit that I like. So let him do his thing. Yeah. And you still not just let them do their thing, you like enjoy it. Like you're like, all right, fuck it, let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like let off the gas. Does the new generation have the patience for that? That would be my question. Because that's also, you know, I'm thinking back to 2015 when
I played T-Box, bro. I've never played T-Box before.
The bar crawl?
The 7 a.m. Santa bar crawl in Wrigleyville.
Oh God!
I played T-Box at. Did
you play
10 a.m.
the outfield and fucking Journey or what?
What did I play that they didn't eat? Candy Rain.
Yeah,
they didn't even know it.
Yeah,
and like that was a little shocking to me.
That record works great in Houston, I will say.
Oh, that goes crazy.
They love it
because it's more of like the hood, you know. It's like those motherfuckers heard it at the barbecue when they were 3 years old.
You're playing to kids that didn't go to barbecues.
Yeah, I'm playing to kids that went to after school programs
lacrosse.
where they were
they didn't play it at their lacrosse meet for sure. So what did move them?
Pop rock? A lot of Miley Cyrus, a lot of Pitbull, a lot of requests for Pitbull.
I haven't had a request for Pitbull since I left. I will say, and it's funny that you mentioned Pitbull. You know, I've been a long time advocate. I hated Pitbull Flow Rider. I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
Even if they were tipping, I remember multiple times telling people, fuck no. At some point when I was trying to, you know, express my open format creativity and play pop records more, I started playing more Pitbull. And I was like, you know what? It's not bad. It's got good energy. I can get past the corny rap, whatever. Run it. One night I'm playing, and there's one of the girls that's a bottle service girl there. She's on her day off, whatever. She's hanging out. And I was playing the Pitbull, what the fuck, you know the one?
Which one? The hotel room?
No, the one that's like, I don't want to sing it.
So you should sing it.
All right. Hey, that's all I know. It's like,
hey. It's new?
The party.
Oh, yeah. That's like the all-time, I'll play that after any bomb. Get the party started or whatever. Like yeah. Anyway, wait, what is it? It's it comes in with the drum roll.
Summer party, yes. Anyways, so I'm playing that. That's a pretty safe Pitbull record, right? It's kind of a banger. You know what I'm saying? And she comes up and she's like, "Dolo, can I just be honest with you? I mean, I know she's been drinking a little bit." I'm like,
God.
What? I'm not even thinking it's about the music. I'm like, what the fuck is this girl gonna tell me? And then she goes, "I fucking hate it when you play Pitbull." And you play it a lot. And I'm like, ugh. I was like, one of those moments where I was like, fuck, I went too far. I went full retard.
Yeah.
You know? And ever since then, I've been like really reluctant to play Pitbull. Not because I give a shit about her opinion, but just because I'm like, if she was honest enough to tell me that, how many more people feel that don't tell me?
Well, is the room rocking? If the room's rocking,
yeah, it's divided, you know? There's definitely people that aren't there to hear Pitbull. But then the management's going to be happy if you play Pitbull, you know, and they're the ones paying you. So
yeah. I mean,
what do you do?
You play Pitbull.
You play Pitbull.
There's never been a time where you don't play Pitbull, unless you're at Blind Barber. I think
I could, but then again, it might be one of those things where the hipsters now are like, "Yeah, Pitbull's the shit."
Yeah, you know? OG Pitbull.
Yeah, that's the fucking. I used to listen to this when I was a kid. I'm like, yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, because the hipsters now are like the fucking blue-haired fucking
freedom fighters.
Yeah,
I don't really see hipsters in Houston, so I wouldn't really know what hipsters.
That's because you're not playing an Edo.
No, I'm thankfully not playing an Edo, but I will say there was a time when I enjoyed the hipster scene, especially in Chicago, because it was cool, man. With like that whole electro underground Mastercraft kind of vibe was going on. Tight leather jackets and skinny jeans with PBRs.
They were kind of like rebellious too, right?
Yeah,
they were like rebellious,
kind of punk, fuck you, like, you know.
Now it feels like they're like following suit.
Yeah,
they're like all uniform. Like they
have cancel parties.
Yeah, by the laws of
the master,
the libs,
the Democrat leader.
yeah,
overlord. What about? Are you playing Puff Daddy still, or have you?
You know
taking him
what?
off the list.
Could you fill me in on that? Actually,
I don't.
Because I see the here and there on Twitter. What's really going on with him?
So,
is he fucking kids or
him and TD Jakes apparently and Will Smith are molesting children now.
They have been, or they started recently?
Well, I don't know how recent it needs to be, but it's happened. I don't know the dates, but yeah, that's what they're saying. That's fucking insane. P. Diddy, Puff Papa.
I mean, they do say when you get to a certain point, okay. I'm not gonna say that it's justified, but like just from my own personal experience with women, right? I've gotten to a point where I hit this threshold,
right?
No, and I'm
you
like,
don't fuck kids. It's never okay to fuck kids.
And I've never felt, I'm moving to children now. My move was like, I'm gonna move to a wifey.
Yeah, that's a better progression for sure.
That was my move.
Yeah,
but everyone doesn't work the same. That's
true.
all I'm saying.
I don't think it's even. I don't even think it's that. I think it's that these motherfuckers. Listen, I know it sounds like a conspiracy theory, and I'm not going to wear a tin hat, but I really think there's a secret cabal of motherfucking Illuminati people who are butt fucking kids. And I didn't want to believe it either because it sounds fucking crazy. But when you hear one after another, after another, after another, after another, they keep coming out. It's like you have to look at it and say there's some pattern here.
Something's going on.
Anybody who's famous fucks kids. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, they're supposed to release the Epstein list, right? That's big news. Recent news.
That's what they claim.
I'd like to see who's on there. But then, I mean, what does that do? What are they going to do? The list is going to come out and people are going to be in shock for a couple days, and then Trump's going to get reelected and they're not even going to remember.
I think Trump's going to be on that list.
You think so?
I think so.
You think that'll hurt him?
Yeah, I mean,
his people kind of ride for him.
His
no matter
people
what.
will fucking justify it. They don't give a shit. But I don't. There's too many pictures of him with Epstein for him not to fuck some kids.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but it is what it is. There's no. If I agree with someone's political, I can't agree with them fucking kids. So
no, you can't get behind that.
Nah, I gotta say peace.
Yeah, but I will say I did recently rewatch Get Him to the Greek. And P. Diddy's fire in that movie.
Yeah,
he's great in that movie.
There's a lot of great. R. Kelly was a great singer.
R. Kelly. The thing about R. Kelly that I enjoy though is that like he didn't go with the crowd. Like he wasn't on Epstein's island. He was fucking kids, but like he was doing his own thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He was like in his own lane of pedophilia. He wasn't just on the train with everyone else.
Yeah, he was doing his own thing.
You know what I'm saying?
He was kind of yeah, that's one way of looking at it for sure.
All right, I'm sorry. I think the Jack Daniels.
Yeah, we got to reel it in. What else is doing in Chicago?
Man,
how are you doing with the snow? Fucking plow?
No snow.
No,
I've seen a very minimal amount of snow. I mean, I might have to up Roger's rent because he's not working hard enough.
That was a big part of his rent. Was
he
shoveling
shovels the snow.
Yeah,
and there's been nothing to shovel. So,
you hear that, Roger? How's he doing? He's good. He's got a wife yet, or what?
He's definitely got a girl. He's had a girl. Haven't you seen?
Oh, that's right.
He's had a girl. He fucks. Those vents, they talk.
Vents don't lie.
Those air ducts talk loud.
That's a fact.
They project those. That moaning bounces off the metal and it travels.
Is he still building bikes down there, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Does he watch the show?
I hope not. I mean, now with like the TikTok algorithm, when you're like close enough to somebody for a certain amount of time, they just give you their content. You know what I mean? I think about that all the time. I'm like, there's a new Ukrainian family upstairs. There's a 19-year-old daughter up there. I'm sure she's on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't even want her to know what I look like in case I pop up on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Leave the house with a fucking ski mask on. Yeah. I heard they're banning those here now. The shiesty masks. Remember those?
The ski mask?
Yeah.
They don't let them.
Well, they banned them in Philadelphia and DC now.
Well, that's good. It's a start.
I was surprised it took this long.
I mean, they were pumping out masks for so long. Put your mask on. Yeah, motherfuckers were like, all right, I'll put my mask on and I'll do some dirt.
And dirt they did. Dirt they did. I was talking to my boy who works at what's the Nike store down Nike Town?
Yeah.
And he was talking about the smash and grabs and how they became like literally every single day somebody or a group of people would come in and steal shit. And I'm like, at what point do they like switch it? And he said, now they do switch it. So apparently in the back, they have like a rail they put in to like handcuff people and put them up to this rail if they're stealing and wait for the police to get there. Because they used to come in like groups of like 20 people and just grab up all the shit and just run out.
Yeah.
And it was happening every single day. So now they have the security guards there are actually police officers and they fucking just wrangle them up.
Good.
So that's good.
You remember Oogie, right? With the shoe store? Someone drove into his store and robbed his shit.
Wow.
Recently. It's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked. I mean, because like it's like, what can you really do? I mean, there's only so much metal you can put in front of your building.
Well, hopefully you get an insurance check.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Doesn't always
happen that way.
Those insurance people are a little slimy. They're a little squirrely.
They're worse than lawyers. Sorry, Khalid, but I know you wanted to be the worst, but they are the fucking worst. Insurance, I used to think these people are great, man. They're like looking out for people, making sure everybody's covered. Fuck you guys. You guys are assholes. Straight up.
It's not great.
I mean, there's been a couple times where it worked in my favor, but for the most part, insurance has not been great to me.
It's not been great. I actually got into a car accident recently. Not bad. Some lady I was driving my girlfriend's car. Some lady hit the car, broke the front headlight, scratched up the bumper, this and that, whatever. It was her fault. Luckily, she was an honest person, told her own insurance like it was my fault, so there was no battle. But now I'm feeling your pain. I got my car in the shop for over a month. Holidays are just rolling by. We got to keep it past Thanksgiving. We got to keep it past Christmas. We got to keep it past New Year's. Like, it's been months, bro.
Did they give you a loaner or no?
Yeah, there's a rental, but like, it's just, it's fuckery.
Sometimes they put a cap on how long you can have the rentals too. Because the insurance company doesn't want to keep paying for the rentals.
Right.
I think it's usually like 30 days. So when that hits, then you're going to be really pissed.
It's well over 30 days.
Wow.
Well over 30
They charge them full price. So the insurance company has to be looking at it and saying, holy fuck, we're paying, thousands of dollars.
I keep calling. I mean, I got to call the shop, right? And I'm like, hey, what's up with the car? And they're like, oh, we had to get another, quote from the insurance. We found more damage. So we got to talk to them about getting more money. Then I call the insurance to make sure that the car place isn't lying. I'm like, are you guys talking with them back and forth? Like, yeah, we have a Zoom call with them tomorrow to see the damage. Okay, then I got to call Enterprise and I'm like, hey, I just talked to insurance who talked to the car repair place and they're keeping the car. We got to extend this. It's just fuckery.
Yeah, straight fuckery.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I had a similar situation with my QX80, but it ended up working in my favor because the insurance company got tired of fucking dealing with the auto body shop, so they just cut me a check for the car, which was worth more than the thing was probably worth.
That's nice.
And came up.
And that's the thing is I thought that the insurance talks to the car repair, the body shop, and they do their thing, and I don't even see the money.
You're the middleman. This
guy called me today and was like, hey, did you get that check from the insurance? If I see that check and it's like a ridiculous amount of money, I know that these motherfuckers are doing like $900 worth of work
for
max.
Sure. And
if they get a check for like 12 grand or something, I'm going in there and I'm getting some money.
There's a threshold on how much, and I don't know if it changes state to state, but there's how much of the actual value. So let's say the car was worth $20K. If it's $14K in damages, they have to total it because they can't put that much money reinvested into the car. I don't know what the threshold is. I wanted to say 60% or something like that. But I don't know for sure. But yeah, it's something to look out for. But they definitely, because my truck at the time was like worth 34, and they said it was like $27,000 in damages, and I was like, "There's no fucking way." You saw that truck, no fucking way. But I didn't argue because then they cut me the check because it surpassed the threshold of how much they would invest.
See, that's the thing, and the most fucked up part about the whole thing is they called me like maybe 3 weeks ago, and because for some reason my girl's windshield wiper is fucked up and it like goes past the windshield and it scrapes up the paint on the side of the car. So that whole thing is fucked up. It's a Jeep Cherokee. Okay. So they call me and they're like, hey, there's all this damage on the side from the windshield wiper. They're like, we could fix that for $400. And I'm like, you motherfuckers are getting so much money from this insurance company. And now you want my $400 and you're keeping this car for a month longer than you told me it would be. Just fucking do the work. You're double dipping here. Like once I see this check, we might have a real problem.
They I know some people who own body shops and they're not doing bad on money. Yeah,
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
They're Syrian too. You know how the Sudais
well, you get
are.
to pick your place. Why did you go to that?
So
It was a homie.
I called Khalid. First thing you do is call Khalid. Right?
That's fair.
You call
Okay.
Khalid. He's got some friends that own body shops. He called them. They said it would take long. They got all this work to do. Blah blah blah. It'd take a long time. I'm like, all right, fuck. I'm not going there. So then I just went to Avondale Collision, which is close. And they also pulled up to the scene of the crime when it happened and
Gave you that card.
gave me the card.
They saw it. Look.
So I went in there. I see my boy Nino, and he's I know Santino, I know Mark, I know this guy. We're relating. He gave me the Assyrian spiel.
You're from an Assyrian
Skokie.
neighborhood, so,
Yeah, I grew up with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. He even I don't know what I'm doing. I've never gotten in an accident before ever where I had to bring my car somewhere.
Yeah.
So he calls the insurance for me, gets everything done. I'm standing there. We're on speakerphone. He did everything for me. Nice guy for sure. But now I'm like, okay,
I see.
this is why he was so nice.
Yeah.
He's getting money.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes you got to play outside of the parameters of the rules to come up on a lick.
Yeah.
But, it sucks, because in one aspect, it's not coming out of your pocket, so fuck it. But in the other aspect, it's taking a long time.
It's taking a long time.
When I went through, I went with the biggest body shop I could find because I know that they're at least pumping out work. If they have that big of an establishment, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a lot of workers. But, I mean, you live and learn.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, I called. I was a little angry at one point. I called and he's like, listen, they sent me a refurb headlight that wasn't the correct one that matches. He's like, I got photos of it if you want to come look. We sent it back. He's like, I'm not going to do shitty work. I do good work here. You can come check everything. I'm not fucking with you. I know it's taking a long time. Sorry. And then I was like, all right, fine. I'm not mad.
That's kind of their job to talk you off the ledge.
Should I go look at the pics?
You should go check it.
Think I should go in there?
Just to see.
I want to see the check first.
Yeah.
I want to see what this
You want to see this
is.
check? I need to see those pics. We're going to be honest with each other.
If we're trading here,
Yeah.
we're trading. Speaking of pics, this is like my 4-month anniversary of not sending out a dick pic.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations. How does it feel?
It feels good.
You don't even
It
send
feels
them to your girlfriend?
liberating. My girl's never sent me a nude, and I've never sent her a dick pic.
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean,
I think it's good for me.
maybe it is good.
I think I've been tainted a little
being
bit.
that you're a reformed nude addict.
Yeah, addict.
It's probably for the better. You don't want to re-wet the whistle, so to speak.
I think it's good for me.
Yeah, that's good.
It's dialing back my needs, my views of how things are in life. Because I there was a very specific memory I have that I'll never forget. We were at Friendsgiving, and I was talking to one of my boys who's been in a relationship for a long time, and this was, I was still doing the nudes thing, and I was asking him, I was like, how, like, if you got a girl, jerking off's okay. Sometimes you got to do it. They're on their period. You don't want to get all dirty. Just jerk
You're just
off.
lazy.
You're
You don't wanna
lazy.
fuck. Yeah.
Whatever. And I was like, yeah, but like, is jerking off to nudes that girls send you allowed or not? And
I think that's that's.
Well, here's what he said. He goes, that's like not a thing for most people.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not like, and I don't think, like, I don't have girls sending me nudes. So like, I don't even think about that. And I was like, okay.
So this is not normal. Got it. Well, wait. Do you still ever get like Snapchat random nudes?
No,
though?
well, my Snapchat got deleted.
Oh,
So
that's right.
I'm off Snapchat.
That's probably good.
That was a step in the right direction. I deleted every nude that I had in my phone.
Oh, let's talk about that because you told me that you got rid of your entire cache of everything.
I wanted it to be to where I could, give
You
my
want to wash
girl.
your sins.
I wanted to wash my sins, but more importantly, I wanted to be able to give my girl my phone and, show her a picture I took of her and her nephew and not be scared that she's going to scroll too far and see something she doesn't like. I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to be able to give it to her and like have no worries in the world.
Is it weird that me and my girlfriend have an understanding that we don't delete our old nudes? I like. To
I
me,
think-
it's like a scrapbook. Like I earned these nudes. You know what I mean? And I don't look at them every day. But maybe when I'm 60, I'll want to jerk off to them. I don't know.
I think that by just being a normal human and accumulating normal nudes at a steady, regular amount,
At a healthy amount.
you've earned that.
How many nudes do you think you had in that phone?
I
when you
deleted over 10,000 photos, videos, but we're talking, it's not just straight nudes that people send me. We're talking like videos of me putting stickers on titties in the club. Like
It was
just
10,000?
over 10,000 easily.
Wow.
I had to sit there for hours and like highlight all of the select.
Was
all
there ever
the
a time
things,
when you're like,
delete.
I kind of want to keep this one? Nah, I gotta go.
I just had to do it in chunks. It was a strong, overwhelming feeling that I felt like that I just knew that I had to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, if I want to move on from that being that person,
Yeah.
I have to delete this shit.
Yeah.
I knew that that's what I had to do.
I respect that. I mean that, and I think the universe, God, whatever, is gonna honor that too.
And on the same note, I did also get offered Wednesday nights at Polecat Chicago.
And
The first thing I did was ask my girl.
Yeah.
It's a healthy check, and
Yeah.
she likes money.
the same you were getting down there.
Yeah, and she likes things, and I want to be able to provide her with things,
Yeah.
and she understands that. So I told her what the pay was, and I told her what the deal was, and I asked her, and she said, "Let me think about it." She came back and she said, "Yeah, you can do that." And I personally think it's for the best, because I need to be reminded of how disgusting these other women are.
Oh, the strip club will remind you how disgusting they are.
It's a very good reminder.
Yeah.
And I need that a little bit, because you lose that. You stay in the house for so long, and then you start thinking, you're like, well, I mean, these other hot girls out here they're looking good, this and that, blah,
And then
blah.
you fucking talk to them and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you need to be around, you need to be near them to really remember that they are just trash. They are just walking untied trash bags.
Yes. Untied. Unclothed. Yes. It also makes you want to really raise your daughter the right way.
Yeah.
It really makes you want to be involved in their life.
Yeah.
Because you see the outcome.
It's not
firsthand. I'm no longer at the strip club.
good. Yeah.
You know.
You got to take a break. It'll get to you. It'll get to you in the wrong way too.
Yeah. It's like what do we describe it? It's going down to hell to grab a bag of money.
Yeah.
Walking through the gates of Dante's Inferno for a bag of money. And it does take a toll on you. Would you be doing it every week?
Wednesdays, yeah, but it's like he was talking about like 9 to midnight, which is
that's not bad.
insane.
That's not
Early,
bad. Yeah,
it's not late night.
yeah, do it.
It's the only thing is
You'll probably see my boy Berto from Majestics. He lives in the strip clubs.
he likes.
And
Is he out
he's
there?
At
He's
Polecats
out
a lot.
Okay,
The one
nice.
on Bolingbrook or whatever. Where is it? It's somewhere.
Harlem and 100th.
Yeah,
it's Bridgeview.
Bridgeview, Bolingbrook, whatever. Somewhere around there.
Bridgeview, yeah. Which is like, is
That's-
Bridgeview a neighborhood of Chicago? Is that a
No,
Chicago?
I think it's like Norridge. Like
it's like a suburb. It feels like a suburb. Because I went out there to check it out, and it is immaculate. It's a nice
a
establishment.
lot of Habibis out there.
There's a lot in Bridgeview. There's a lot. There's a bunch of hookah shops. There's a bunch of
I was
halal
driving
meat
through there to
dealers.
go meet Max for Christmas Eve, and all the fucking stores are in Arabic. I felt like I was on fucking Montrose up here or Devon,
Yeah,
and fucking. But it's nice. It's very nice.
it's
Very
nice. It feels like a suburb.
Yeah.
So and the club is really nice too. Like very,
don't let them know
very
you're a
well
Jew.
maintained.
Because right now,
Jews don't have a great rap right now. I don't
Don't
let
have a
anyone
great
know
rap,
I'm a Jew.
especially with the
I'm
Palestinians.
a little upset that you told the people on the podcast
Oh,
actually,
shit.
because I've been out here, pretending I've been living in
playing
my own
Christian.
attic like I was a Christian in the Holocaust.
Is that what all the Christmas tree and everything is about?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's why in the back room you got the
right.
menorah. There we go.
That's
Okay.
right. The front
My
window,
bad.
there's a big Christmas tree.
We'll have
we love
Diamond
Jesus
Cut
here.
edited out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh yeah, I don't know enough about that stuff to even talk about
It's
it.
not
so
great. I'm just
not gonna
saying, if
talk about
Hamas, comes rolling down fucking Pulaski, they're gonna see my Christmas
it wouldn't
tree.
be a
and they're
far
not gonna
drive
think
for them.
twice.
That's for sure. Have you been up to Uptown lately, or you just staying away from Nuna Kebab and all that stuff, or what?
Well, I just had pita in yesterday, actually, for the first time since I've been home.
I haven't even heard that name in years.
It might even be better than it used to be.
Yeah,
They
Did
might
you
have-
go there, or you ordered it?
well, I went there to pick it up.
Was the same lady working there? The old lady with the fucking with the spears of fucking meat?
I don't know. There's just a bunch of Mexicans. It's like they got the Middle Easterns manning the registers, and then handling the meat, cutting the shawarma. It's definitely Mexicans.
I remember we used to go there late night a lot.
No, you're thinking of You're thinking of on Lincoln and like a little bit
like right there at the
east
corner
of Peterson.
What is that?
I used to eat there with Nick Rockwell. What the fuck?
I feel like you, me, and Khalid used to go there a lot.
Late night. I think it was 24 hours.
Yeah. It'll come later.
What the hell is it? I know exactly what you're talking about, but pita ins and Skokie on Dempster with the yellow rice, the thick pita, the crazy hummus.
What about the Eve Garden? What the fucking the Greek joint that you always love going to?
East of Edens.
East of Edens.
I haven't been there in a minute. That's my shit though.
Yeah, you love that place.
I'll tell you what I've been doing a lot.
What's that?
Stealing from Whole Foods.
You just started?
And I don't even know if it's really stealing. It's more of like
you describe a little bite?
It's an employee discount is really what it is.
What are you doing?
I make a plate from the buffet and I go and I weigh it, but I'm holding half of it. I don't just let it go on the scale.
You just kind of like
I'm holding.
You're like I'll pay for 50%.
Yeah, it's an employee. I am an employee. I am ringing myself up.
You're prepping your own plate. You're doing all the work.
I did everything.
Yeah.
I served myself. I rang myself out. I bagged my goods.
Well, if they didn't know you were a Jew for me telling it, you just confessed it yourself here. I mean, but they also charge $30 a pound for salad. So
it's insane.
And
they throw half of that out at the end of the night.
You know what I used to do? I never done that because I don't really think that's shoplifting. You are lifting physically, but
That's what I'm saying.
I used to when I would make my plate or whatever, I would just kind of like take like one of those like grape leaves and just pop it, or maybe like a meatball and just fucking pop it. I'm like, that thing weighed like a quarter pound for sure.
Taste test.
Yeah, I just trying to keep this weight down. I think if I paid $30 for salad either way, they won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe I got an extra meatball soon.
Yeah, employee discount.
I like it.
That's been my thing. I've been doing that since Houston.
Have you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The truth comes out.
That's
Somebody's watching right now. They're gonna blackball you from all fucking.
Well, I'll tell you that I'm not the only one, because as of recently, all Whole Foods. So I hold my shit, but I know that most people that do it, the scale is here, and then like next to the scale, they have the platform to just put your stuff.
Oh, so they just kind of ledge it.
People would put it half and half, right?
Oh.
So now Whole Foods, on all of the scales on the sides, they have like a half-inch thick piece of plastic, so that even if you do half and half it, that plastic is so high that it's weighing the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you got to put your finger under it.
You got to hold it. You got to hold it up over that plastic.
An easier solution would be put a camera above, and if the fucking plate isn't in the parameter of what the scale is, then it doesn't. Or if your hand's in there, you could. Whole Foods, holler at me.
Yeah,
I got ideas.
You got a security director here.
I got ideas. Takes one to know one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's been my thing. I really and it's fucked up because it feels good.
It feels like you got one
up on the man. Exactly.
And then next thing you know, you're doing smash and grabs in fucking Michigan Avenue.
I'm like, there's all this news about
insurance. It's fine.
There's all this news about people just getting free shit, robbing stores. Everything's free. No one's getting in trouble. People are getting shot in the head. They're getting released the next day for murder.
Shout
I'm
out
like,
Kim Fox.
The least I could do is get a plate of chicken and rice for half price.
When it's already quadruple price.
Yeah,
so you're
it's
still paying
insane.
double. Yeah, their prices are. Have you been over to next door here at the fucking what's the grocery store?
Cermak? Yeah, it's terrible.
I used to love the fucking little buffet they had there.
Yeah, they had
chicken tacos.
Well, they had like the taco thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did they ever have a hot bar when you were here? Now they have like a full blown hot bar, just like Whole Foods.
Oh no, they didn't have that. They had like a little Puerto Rican station behind the thing where it had like arroz con legules and fucking pork chops.
They've always had that, but now they have in the middle, just like Whole Foods, like a whole island hot bar all mac and cheese, mashed potatoes.
It's a bad thing?
Chicken cordon bleu.
Have you tried the food?
Yeah, I went, and it was the most disgusting, cheapest, grossest, low end. Just ugh.
How was that price though?
The price was low because the food is
quality
disgusting.
is low, so the price has to match.
Yeah,
yeah, I get it. I mean, when you're coming from a Whole Foods bar, it's definitely a downgrade.
It wasn't good.
What have you eaten since you've been out here that you did like? Are there any new spots that I need to try? Because I need to get some food. I always come out. I go to Antonico. It's like my first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get some. I'll go on my beef runs. I got a car. I gotta get some fucking food.
Yeah.
What am I forgetting?
What are you going for? You going for like classic Chicago cuisine? You
something
going for like pizza? You going for
we
Italian
used to eat
beef?
all the time? I've drove past Maxwell's. I kind of want to hit that, but I'm like, what's like the spot I'm not thinking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I not hitting? Because I always feel like, yeah, I got a meal real quick because my trips are always so short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to spend time with the fam, so they're always cooking. And I need to fucking eat some food that makes me feel like, man, I miss this place.
Yeah.
I did Hi-Fi Ramen last trip. That was fucking fire. I hadn't done that in a long time.
I mean, Portillo's is still classic to me.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with Portillo's.
Even though they have them now in Arizona. And
I think they're building one in
They might have one in
Houston and
Texas.
Katy.
Yeah, it's like they've gone a little corporate, and that makes me sad, but it's still...
But as long as the food still tastes good, it's all good.
Yeah, it's still insanely good.
Did you invest when they went public?
No, I should have.
Should have, for sure.
I should have.
I think there's still time, because I do still believe within the next 5-10 years, that's going to be the new, like, staple. It doesn't matter where the fuck you're from. Portillo's is shit. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a food in your market, they're going to fucking take it and make it better, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just pizza and beef and hot dogs. It's fucking everything.
Those onion rings are
I'm getting a little
nuts.
hungry.
Chicken sandwich goes crazy. I mean, there's a Portillo's right here on Addison. It's
Don't
not
fucking
far.
tempt me with a good time.
It's not
I'm
far.
ready to eat. I haven't eaten anything this morning.
I also haven't eaten today.
How much time we got left on that clock?
We got some time. I got a game here that I want to play with you.
Oh God.
I got a new game.
It
before.
better not be those fucking sex dice, because I'm not getting naked for you, fucker.
Never before played on the pod. Well, my girl said I could play sex dice with my boys, just not with any more females.
Only with your boys. Yeah. All right. What do you got? Let's run this game.
You want to play the game?
Let's play the game.
Should we just for a disclaimer?
Okay.
If it gets crazy, we can put this on the Patreon. We can put it behind a paywall. I don't want you to get nervous. It's kind of a wild game.
Is that why you gave me alcohol when I got here?
I wanted to loosen you up a little
You're
bit.
fucking Puff Daddy in me or what?
Yeah. It's not a popper. It's Dr. Pepper and Jack Daniels.
All right. What do you got?
It's a new game here. It's called
Right or
Racist.
Jesus Christ.
And there's questions.
Where the fuck did you get this?
Fact. Amazon.
Is that a fucking Ku Klux Klan person on there? What do you got?
Here, check out the box.
God. What is this?
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a lie.